Time to start a new series of every fishing game for a console. This time, we'll look at the Nintendo 64, a console that hasn't aged as well as the PlayStation 1 or even Sega Saturn in a way, namely with its controller. Jesus H. Christ, is it bad?
It's awful.
Anyways, this console only ever got two known English fishing games, those being BassMasters 2000 and Bass Hunter 64. So we'll cover Master first and Hunter later on.
Of course!
I enjoy fishing games as well as bowling, hunting, zombies, and simulation. I've kind of figured out what I was into as a kid, kind of like what kind of waifus I was into thanks to cartoons, video games, and Space Jam. Any game that lets you customize a character, albeit advanced or basic, is always something I enjoy. I just like having customization options. Any chance to personalize a gaming experience in any capacity is a win in my book. So yes, we'll start out with character customization, which is basic yet doable. We can pick our gender, head, which would determine our race/skin color, hat, hair, vest, pants, shoes, and our name. We can even save a few characters to be used whenever we want to access them. Unlike Bethesda, who has yet to realize we don't want to rely on mods to save our characters we spent hours creating.
Can I get an amen?
Once you're ready to proceed, the next step is setting up a game. You can pick the lake, season, weather, air temp, time, wind speed, water, and water temp. There's only 3 lakes to fish in, and of course 3 seasons of spring, summer, and fall. That's a decent amount of customization, but I wish there was a bit more variety in lakes to fish in. Maybe some non-lake bodies of water. Why not ponds or even rivers?
No man can have everything he wants.
The controls are just god-awful. Not only does it take forever to even try to comprehend the casting, it's a pain to even hook a fish. That is if one ever bites. Given the Nintendo 64 controller is something straight out of Satan's wet dream, you can understand what I'm saying when I say this game is so clunky and unintuitive that I'd rather drink bleach through my anus while playing a didgeridoo with my pee hole and making out with a barracuda than play this game anymore.
But why? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
You just use A to confirm, B to cancel, the D-pad for view change, the Z and R shoulder buttons are for altering your drag, L shoulder button is to quickly reel in your cast to recast, and the analog stick is to cast. Yep, you use the analog stick to cast instead of a button and a gauge like other fishing games. So you may be thinking, this must mean it works better, right?
Right? Wrong!
Instead, because of a Nintendo 64's analog stick sensitivity and fragility, yeah, try saying that 10 times fast, you will accidentally cast when you don't want to. In turn, this will lead to time wasted on reeling in to recast. Everything is just so clunky, it's hard to put into words how badly everything feels, and the layout just screams someone who doesn't know what the fuck they were doing.
What a strike! You're supposed to be catching bass.
Who's more dead inside? That's the game I play.
It's me.
There are 4 game modes to play in BassMasters 2000. The first is Exhibition, which is free fishing basically, except fish rarely are seen, bite, and the controls are hard to fight.
Plus,
Again, it's like poetry, so if they rhyme.
It's just a clunky, boring fishing game that offers not much. Heck, you can't even keep the fish you catch anyways. You're only supposed to catch bass. I hate it when games include other kinds of fish just to be obstacles. Let me fish for whatever I want, especially in a free fishing mode. Why even include a free fishing mode if you can't freely fish?
Ooh, snap the line.
I know you told your friend you're not okay.
Heck, I couldn't even have fun just driving the boat because it's so slow and clunky. I have nothing positive to say about this game so far, really. Let's just move on to the other modes and be done with it.
Right! Oh yeah, that's the way to start the morning. All that effort for nothing.
Tournament mode has you trying to catch as much bass as possible within a time limit. Plus, you want ones that are large, as weight total is key. The only fish I keep finding, however, were walleye and the such. There was no bass to be found. In the end, I gave up about after 10 minutes. It's just frustrating to control. Plus, the game lacks soul. Just go play Action Bass or Sega Bass Fishing instead.
Oh yeah! Now that's a nice looking fish.
Ooh, that's kind of small.
In the end, I just quit without much to show for it and didn't the weigh-in. I just don't want to play anymore. If your game is so bad control-wise and boring, it's a bad game not worth your time. Like it wasn't mine.
We're ready for the weigh-in. Tough luck. The angler just didn't make the top 5. Here's our final standings.
Speed fishing has you picking a spot to cast from and trying to reel in as many fish as possible within a short time limit. It's a more arcade experience minus the fast-paced fun of Sega Bass Fishing or Action Bass. Heck, it's not even as enjoyable as Big Ol' Bass 2. The last mode is Casting Game. In this mode, you must cast your lure into circles of varying distance, each one offering a different amount of points. You can extend your time once you reach a milestone of 5,000, 10,000, and 15,000 points. Since the game controls so poorly, you can guess this isn't as fun of an experience. There's no reward, it's just a high score based minigame. Boring. The music is barely there and it randomly cuts off. Sometimes it stays when you hook a fish, but other times it just stops, like a glitch or something.
Oh yeah!
There's a multiplayer option, but I don't have anyone to play with, nor a second controller. Unlike Atari where I can use a single controller to emulate 2 players. Besides, it's not like I'm missing out on anything anyways, cause this game fucking sucks.
Not having too much luck with that lure.
At the end of the day, BassMasters 2000 is a garbage game not worth playing. From its awful graphics, choppy frame rate, and clunky, unintuitive controls, you have to fight more than a fish on your hook. It's just a bad game. I fear what Bass Hunter 64 has to offer. If this game is bad, there's only 2 fishing games for the Nintendo 64. So can the last one redeem this platform? Can we have a decent fishing game of any capacity on the 64? Only time will tell once we get to it. Anyways, that's it for this video. See you all later. After the disaster that was BassMasters 2000 for the Nintendo 64, it's time to wrap up yet another series of fishing games for an entire console. This is Bass Hunter 64, developed by Gearhead Entertainment and published by Take-Two Interactive in the year 1999.
Yay!
Unlike BassMasters 2000, this game is full of more frustration, lack of content and features, and tons of poorly designed mechanics. You ready to hear me complain about more bad controls? Oh, I know you are! Otherwise, why the fuck did you click on this video in the first place?
He ain't lying.
We'll start with the player setup. Unlike BassMasters 2000, we cannot customize a character or anything of the like. Instead, much like Bass Rise for the PlayStation 1, we can only pick our gender and profile name. After that, we pick our game mode option of Championship or Free Fishing. Either way, it doesn't matter what you pick, cause you're in for a living hell of an experience. Ready to talk about the controls now?
No! No!
Good! Let's talk about the controls and why they're the detrimental problem with most bad games. Get the popcorn.
Can I just have a break? Can I just have one break?
As to be expected from yet another bad fishing game, this controls horribly.
Ah boy, here we go.
Using the analog stick to control your character's direction, as well as your cast power, leads to non-stop frustration as you try to balance where you want to cast and how far. Then, using the A button to cast, and X as the fast reel, the B is your slow reel, and the left shoulder button is to tap the slow reel. The right shoulder button resets your casting mode, and that's it control-wise. I cannot understand what the rest does, since there's no explanation nor options menu. Come on, bite the hook, you stupid little ha! Oh, no, damn it! Come on, bite the hook, bite the hook, bite the hook. Come on, you stupid fish. Bite the hook. Yes, I got it, I got you now, you little fucker. Come here, come here. How the fuck do you reel it in right? I got you now. No, you ain't going nowhere. You're gonna be dinner. Come on, I got you now. Yes. No. Get back here. Come on. Motherfucker. I cannot stress just how bad this game feels to play. In fact, it's the worst one yet. Even more so than Real Fishing 1 and 2, or even the horrendous masochistic Fisherman's Bait 1 and 2. In that game, you had to balance the line tension on top of one, repeatedly smash the reel in button, which was X and square, rocking your thumb back and forth, dealing with painful blisters for several minutes, just hoping to catch a fish. Then it turns out to not be a game fish. Yeah. Well, here in Bass Hunter 64, it barely even works as the controls feel faulty, like a frail dollar store electronic.
It's awful.
The fish will randomly get ahead no matter how you reel in your line or hold your fishing pole, eventually getting free, let alone breaking the line. Or of course, if a fish bites the line, half of the time it just breaks free before you can even set the hook, even if you do it right. I got you now. Come on, yes, no, damn it. How the hell do you hook the fucker? Come on, bite the damn hook, bite that, yes, no, fuck. Come on, bite the hook, come on. Yes, bite the hook, you stupid little fuckers, come on. Bite it. Yes, go, motherfucker, what the fuck? Before jumping into free fishing mode itself, we have to set up a few things, like which lake we want to fish in, the weather, water conditions, and season. There's only a few lakes in this game, that being a whopping 2 lakes to fish in.
Great deal.
But in turn, you have 3 options within those 2 lakes.
Is that all?
After this, we can begin fishing. Like I said, the controls suck, and it really hinders the joy you should have when fishing. A great outdoor sport turned into a trip to the DMV with a little bit of porcupine colonoscopy. Trying to fish in any lake with any settings isn't going to change the overall experience for the better. In fact, I got so frustrated at one point, I decided to see if we can actually move around the lake. Turns out, you can! But of course, the game has to be janky and clunky with the boat driving mechanics, just like the fishing. So once you start moving, the boat looks like it's about to...
Skip it up and that up.
So you just sit around all day trying to get anything but the bloody buggers to actually get off the hook or evade getting hooked. These fish just don't bite. I was so fed up that I was about to quit and just scrap this review project. But then, a miracle happened. Since there's not much else to say, let's just move on to championship mode, which, like all fishing games, is just tournament mode where you need to catch as many huge fish as possible. Well, only bass, cause that's why the game has bass in its title.
No shit.
After about 10 minutes, I said fuck it and drove the boat around, which then got stuck.
The Phantom, exterior like fish eggs, interior like suicide wrist rags. I could exercise you, this could be your phys ed. Cheat on your man, homie. I try to sneak through the door, man. Can't make it, the shit's stuck. Out of my way, son! Door stuck! Door stuck! Please! I beg you! We're dead!
Yeah, I'm done. Fuck this game. I'm just so fucking done.
Whoa, just take it easy, man.
There's not much else to say. The game's music is okay, but nothing iconic like Sega Bass Fishing or Action Bass, which I've used in the majority of my fishing game reviews. Sadly, this game is entirely single player, but then again, there's not a fucked up enough person in the world who would want to play this game. Not even the late Charles Manson.
Look at me. Do I look crazy to you? I didn't think so. So then, why does it feel like I am?
At the end of the day, Bass Hunter 64 is a garbage game that's actually worse than BassMasters 2000.
What the fuck is going on?
This is single-handedly the worst fishing game I've ever played to date. I cannot fathom how anyone thought this game was worth selling. It doesn't even deserve to be preserved for future generations. It must be destroyed. No one should have to subject themselves to this trash heap of a title. I will never recommend this game. Even if there's a worse fishing game, I will still consider this worse than waterboarding.
Really? Well, you know, people with vaginas.
There's nothing good about this game. I can't even think of a single positive thing to say about it. It's that bad. There's nothing else to say other than
run far away as fast as you can from this fucking piece of shit.